Algorithm. We back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. What's going on, bro?
What's good with my brother, man? How you feeling, big bro?
Feeling good, man. Ready to talk some Raider football, man. You know,
yeah, man. It's been a few days. It's been a few days. You know what I mean? We missed the nation. We missed the greatest chat in YouTube history. Salute to Ben Bad and Daryl and Eddie and Bobby. Salute to everybody here in the building. You already know content gang in the building. Leather Gang is in the building. If you guys are watching on Twitter, YouTube, it does not matter, man. We just want to say thank you guys so much for always supporting what we do over here at Shieldmore, man. And whether you're watching on Waste's channel or my channel, just make sure you do us a favor, man. Wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. We are on our way to a couple new milestones. We can't do it without you guys, man. So it's easy peasy. It's freezy. Just hit that button. Beep, beep. Sure. We did the go, man.
I like to really quickly, man. I like to give a shout out to the nation, man. Thank all of y'all. I'm over 2 million views on YouTube. 2 million views, man. It's crazy, man. And no clickbait. A lot of shorts just from live content. That's to me, I feel like that's a great accomplishment, man. I'm very proud of that.
I think that to everyone, that's a great accomplishment, man. Salute to you, big bro, on your new milestone, man. 2 million views is nothing, nothing to front upon. That's actually a really, really, really a dope thing, man. Salute to everybody, man. Supreme talent. Wilson, that's fire, bro. Boom, there we go. Salute to Jason Hunter, our dog, man. Awesome, bro. You deserve your flowers. And Grizz as well, man. They hit different when it's all legit. Salute, Wasted, man. And I see my guy right here too, Raider 24, the dynamic duo is in the building, man. Salute you guys. So we know these past few days, man, it's been pretty slow, right? And it's cool because that third wave of free agency is pretty much going to start taking place here shortly. There's still some names out there, you guys, that we're going to talk about, a few names that have some ties to our organization that we're going to talk about. But we did lose one of our own today, Tyler Hall, man, a guy that, you know, man, bro, we love Tyler Hall. You know, a guy that can play the nickel, played the nickel at a high level for us, to be real with you, whenever Nate kicked outside or whenever he needed to take a few reps off. Philadelphia Eagles got them a steal today, man. I think that, especially with that new D coordinator over there, we know what he can do, right? We know very much so what he can do over there. I think that Tyler Hall is going to be a guy that's going to be a potential top 10 nickel guy going to Philadelphia, bro. Like, real talk. Like, we always ask for more reps, but we have Nate, we got Nate Hobbs. I mean, it's kind of difficult to, Nate, we already know he can play on the perimeter, but we rather have him there in the slot where he can potentially become this all-pro talent that we hope that he will be at some point. But I just got to say, man, salute to Tyler Hall. I don't know what the deal looked like yet. I don't know what he's getting paid. But
it doesn't even matter, man. Anytime Howie Roseman gets involved, bro, you got to be like, damn it. You know what I mean? Like Howie and Andy Reid and guys like that, when they see that level of talent and they mind and they pick from us, you're like, shit, because if you look at what he has in front of him, you got a who's who on a defensive front four. And that always makes a secondary better. Yeah. You know what I mean? They can rush for all the time and drop 7 players all the time.
All day, every day.
He's gonna be in that zone, able to kind of play, free. And I'm telling you right now, the kid That's gonna be one of those ones that people are gonna look back like Keyshawn Nixon and Rasul Douglas, and everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell were the Raiders thinking when they got rid of this kid?" I could see it coming right now from a mile away, man.
And I think the tender was only like $2 million. It was like a little north of $2 million. I would have definitely brought Tyler Hall back, but I think they're trying to redo that DB room. You know what I mean? And they think that I know for sure they expect big things from Nate Hobbs this upcoming season. If he can stay healthy, please, I'm expecting a big jump with Nate Hobbs as well. And salute to Will. Trey came in for an interview, you guys. Well, I can't say interview. He came in, for a meeting, left, went to the Rams, left. He has a few more meetings set up with the New York Giants. They just signed Darnay Holmes. So they brought him back for another year, the young 25-year-old pup. I don't know if you remember, he had that his ass out on the sideline.
Yeah, like fat bitches in bikinis.
Hey, man, it was nasty work out here in the streets. But they re-signed him, so I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of Trey White. I don't know if they're going to look at him as a potential starter. We already know he's missed a lot of games with injuries these past few years. And coming back from the Achilles at 29, 30 years old, that's a tough thing, a tough pill to swallow, man. So I don't know. But Trey is visiting with the New York Giants, and he's also visiting with the Tennessee Titans. So there's a few other teams looking at him right now. He's going to make his rounds, you guys. This is a guy that, probably is trying to make his next move his best move. You know what I mean? Because at this point, go ahead. Wait, I know you got a crazy fire take with this.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I don't want to step on what you about to say, bro. But he better make his next move his best move and be smooth. Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I really don't think that he's gonna get signed. I think he's gonna be one of those free agents that everybody's gonna be talking about into the season and be like, hey, Tre'Davious White's still available.
Yeah.
Because all of these teams passing on a guy who's played at that level just doesn't seem likely to me. And when you go in for these visits, they do the medicals. There's no hiding. There's none of that. They want to see your medicals. They want to examine you themselves. And for people to allow him to walk out of the building without a contract is a little wild, man. This is a guy who's been injured. He has 2 catastrophic injuries 2 years in a row, right?
You could be right. But I have to respectfully disagree with you. I think this is a situation where he feels like he still has the name. He feels like he deserves, more money than he should get. I think that this is a money thing. I think that he's going to bounce around, see who offers the most money, and he's going to go that route. And technically, we talked about it on the phone. It could be Vegas because of the no state tax. It could be Nashville, no state tax. I don't see him going to the Giants. I do not see him. Well, maybe the Rams, because Sean McVay and those guys, they always find a way to compete every year. I know Aaron Donald's not over there in the middle of that defense anymore. That definitely takes a lot of, a lot out of that defense.
It takes the engine out of the defense.
Yes.
And it's Los Angeles.
But the Rams will find a way to get a Byron Murphy. They'll find a way to get like a Tavondre Sweat. And I'm not saying he'll be the next Aaron Donald at all, by any means. But I'm saying they'll put a plug right there in the middle of that defensive line, and they're going to be okay. I can see McVay and those guys bringing in Trey White and hoping that he can stay healthy. But I think this is about the money wasted. I do. I think it's more along the lines of him saying, "No, this is my worth," and teams saying, "Well, look, your medicals are your medicals." And you've missed probably 17 games these past 2 seasons. So that's just nasty work. You know what I mean?
You think that a man who's missed as much time as him is going in there with any kind of preconceived value? Like this is a guy, like at this point, man, he will be lucky. He will be very, very lucky to land anywhere near market value. Now, he was a former All-Pro, man, but this guy has had 2 catastrophic injuries 2 years in a row. And your ability is your availability, bro. I'm telling you right now, I think these teams are looking at him and they're looking at that leg. You know how long it takes to come back from an Achilles injury.
Oh, yeah.
But then previous to that, he had an ACL.
Yes. 2021, I believe.
2021, an ACL.
Not too long ago. Yeah.
Bruh. So you got 2 bad wheels and you're a corner?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I'm going to be 100% real with you. A guy like that probably would take the first thing smoking.
Yeah.
A money thing. There's no bidding war for him when there's still the Adoree Jackson Juniors of the world out there. There's still Stephon Gilmore. He's still out there. There's a lot of talent's still out there.
Agreed, but these guys aren't getting visits. Wasted. That's what's so crazy. This guy already has 5-6 teams lined up for him. I have not heard any team tied to Adoree Jackson at this point. And he's a guy
you don't have to take any visits because everybody knows he's healthy, and if they want him, they could just sign him. I think those are guys who's on the phone with their agent. Hey, nah. They don't have to have any visits. They can sign them guys.
Let me tell you something about Adoree, though. This is something that a lot of people don't tend to realize. He hasn't played 16 games, 17 games since year one. Like real talk, bro.
He never had.
No, in year 2, 13 games. In year 3, 10. In year 4, 2 games. Year 5, he played in 12. 2022, he played in 10. And then last year, he missed 3 games as well.
Yeah,
So,
he played 14 games, 13 games.
yeah.
That's always been the thing on Adoree Jackson Jr. This is the difference with Adoree Jackson Jr.
A lot younger.
He's 28 years old, so it's not necessarily a lot younger. Isn't Tre'Davious? Tre'Davious is 27, right? So he's not a lot younger, right?
I thought Tre'Davious was a little older than that. I thought he was 29.
I thought Tre'Davious was 27. I could be
29.
wrong.
He's 29.
He's 29, 28, 29. It's the same fucking age, right?
But I mean, you take the injuries into account, and Tre'Davious White is fucking 43 years old.
Yeah, but this is the difference, though. You are not looking at, Adoree Jackson Jr. in the same light as you're looking at a Tre'Davious White. Like Tre'Davious is a guy where you're praying that you can get even 5 games out of this guy.
Yeah.
With Adoree Jackson Jr., on the low end, you'll wind up at 13, 14 games. And he's not a guy who's ever really been the number one corner.
No.
When he was in New York, he was not expected to be the number one guy. He was the second guy. He's a guy that you bring into your room to elevate your room, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, for me, right, listen, Gilmore's the guy.
I was literally going to say that he's only missed 1 game in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, Gilmore's the guy. Gilmore immediately on every roster in the NFL makes your roster better.
Former defensive player of the year also, I might add.
All pro. Mm-hmm. And his play has not really dropped.
No.
He really, to be 100% real with you, Stephon Gilmore is a walking Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He has a Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah.
He walks right in. He makes your team better. With these 2 guys, with Tre'Davious, you don't know what you're going to get at all. You don't know what that looks like now. At least with Adoree Jackson Jr., you know where he is physically. With Tre'Davious White, you don't know.
And also with Adoree, you get a special teams ace, a guy that can return kicks for you as well. Salute to Raiders C, man. Congrats to Old Man Supreme. Keep that same old man energy. The F off my lawn gang. Also, let's go get a quarterback at the draft. Wasted once, Michael Penix Jr. And we're going to talk about that. We're actually going to do a mock draft at the end of the show, you guys. We're going to do 2 separate ones. Wasted is going to do one. I'm going to do one. And then we want you guys to grade them for us. So salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to Castro. Just wondering, why would Penix be a target when we already have a pocket passer with the better medical? Unpack this for me, please. We're going to get to that, Castro, but that is a phenomenal question. But the thing is this. I do. I think so, because but the thing is this: a lot of people are under. You're not giving Michael Penix his flowers. He uses his legs, you guys. This is not a complete statue. Like, you can look back at the film, look at the tape last year. When plays broke down, he used his legs, got outside the pocket, and made great throws. Our guy Aiden has not been able to do that at all. He's been just afforded the luxury of being just a complete statue in the pocket.
Bro, just because you are the same quote unquote label or archetype doesn't mean you're the same level of player. This is a dumbass question.
No, but I don't think he's saying the same level of player. He's just saying they both have the same.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is, the reason why you would take, like, okay, let's have a little example here. Tom Brady's a pocket passer, right? And then fucking Andrew Walter's a pocket passer. Why would you draft Tom? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Michael Penix Jr. is so much more of a better prospect than Aiden O'Connell. It's ridiculous. Like, Michael Penix Jr. is
I agree.
Physically, and not for nothing, he's a better athlete. Yes. This is a guy who was actually a running quarterback at Indiana, right? And he's forced to be a pocket passer in a sense. And now he's developed in a way where he is not a runner, but he's mobile in the pocket.
Yes. The kind of quarterback you want, Wasted, a guy that doesn't have to use his legs every damn play, but he can utilize them when need be. Like I said, when a play breaks down, he can escape the pocket and utilize his legs when need be. That's the kind of quarterback you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want someone in the middle. I don't want someone that's going to be like a complete statue in the pocket, and I don't want a guy that's going to utilize his legs more than he throws the football. Michael Penix Jr. is somewhere right there in the middle. Real talk. Salute to Daniel Catman, my guy, man. Gifted 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent membership. Salute to all the new Army Gang members in the building. Salute to our brother Catman. Salute to all the new members also in the building. And I like that. Penix's maturity stands out too. Definitely a mature kid. Real talk, man. I like that. Salute to Big Valboski. But back to the corner room, okay? I like what Vince said. Gilmore would be a great fit for this team. Instant credibility. Yeah, and I know you guys are going to be 34 years old. I know that, right? He's getting up there in age. I understand that. But he played really well last year for the Dallas Cowboys. And he didn't have to be, the corner one. These guys had Bland out there. Their number one guy went down. You know what I mean? But he still played a hell of a season for – the Cowboys, they would have loved to bring him back. I don't see him going to Dallas. I don't see him returning because – they have a superstar returning from a bad injury, and Bland is still their guy as well. So there's no real need for Gilmore at this point. But I would love to have, Stephon Gilmore. I understand at 33 years old, but this is a guy, a lot of it comes from IQ. Like we talk about players all the time, wasted, where they don't have to depend on athleticism. They don't have to depend on speed. This is a guy that's just a smart football player that can come in and be that high-end corner 2, or even maybe at this age, that lower-end corner 1. You know what I mean? I think Jack Jones at this point, if we got Stephon Gilmore, I think he would be our number 1. And I think AP is pushing him to be that guy. But we're also going to talk about this number 13 pick because we see AP out there talking to a few corners. It's at a particular pro day. We're going to break that shit down here in a second as well. But look, man, I would love to bring in Stephon Gilmore. If I had to pick out of these 3, you guys, Trey White, the injury history is just nasty. Adoree, he's also dealt with some injuries, but I do love what he brings. But he's not a guy that's ever been a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? His game isn't just the most. It's not the sexiest game. Let's just keep it a buck. Stephon Gilmore has been there and done that. You know what I mean? Like, he's played for great teams, won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He's still playing at a high clip at 33 years old. I would love to bring in Stephon Gilmore, but I don't know what that price tag is going to be. I think Trey White will be a one year, $4 million deal with a lot of incentives. I think Adoree maybe, what do you think? Maybe 5 to 6 range for 1 year deal?
Yeah, about that. See, this is the thing with Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore doesn't have to go anywhere that he really doesn't feel comfortable or wants to go. That's the thing. Like Stephon Gilmore's probably going to go back to New England. He's probably going to go back there and mentor Christian Gonzalez. That's the place where he was Defensive Player of the Year. He won a Super Bowl. They may bring back
J.C. Jackson as well. He may be the one to be able to bring that old school game out of him.
Yeah, and so he was that. That's a place where he's done the most damage in his career. To be real with you, Defensive Player of the Year, won a Super Bowl. The thing about with Gilmore, and it's the thing that people don't realize, when you have that Hall of Fame brain, and you bring that Hall of Fame brain and mentality into a locker room, that changes things. It's the same, the Charles Woodson effect.
Yeah.
Guys that are that way, that are Hall of Famers, they're not just Hall of Famers because of the God-given ability. The thing that separates them from everyone else is the brain and that instinct.
Yeah.
The instinct that, knowing when to break on the ball, the nuance of the game, the heart, all of that, the toughness, the durability. Mm-hmm. That's the difference, bro. That's the reason why a guy his age at 33 years old is playing 17 games, and you got guys with Similac on their breath that can't play 5-6 games. It's a difference, bro. I don't think that Stephon Gilmore is going to insert himself into a place where he's not comfortable. He's just at that point in his career. He's done everything he's needed to in his career. To be honest, he's going to go somewhere where he's comfortable. So if he don't go back to Dallas, he's probably going to go back to New England. That's the reason why I'm not pumping that up, I
can see that. I see a lot of people mentioning Jordan Travis. You guys, I don't see us taking a quarterback that late. You know what I mean? So, yes, he's a great prospect out of Florida State. Yeah, he dealt with an injury last year. You know what I mean? And he's definitely a dynamic playmaker. But I don't think we're going to go target a quarterback that late. I think he goes in those middle to later rounds. You know what I mean? I think we're going to identify one in the first 2 rounds. That's why I don't really talk a lot about Jordan Travis, because I think that we're going to go get one, whether it's in the first or the second round.
Bro, Jordan Travis fractured his leg in November.
Yeah. Right. And I think, and he's
right. And it was a compound fracture.
Is he 6'1", closer to 6'2"?
Yeah, but he's like 6'2". But the thing with Jordan Travis is, bro, that was a catastrophic leg breaking. Yeah. Catastrophic, bro. His leg looked like a right angle.
I remember that shit. Mm-hmm.
So Jordan Travis isn't even ready to play right now. It's no way from breaking your leg like that in November to now.
Well, let me say this. I've been watching him work out.
March, April.
Yeah. I've been watching him work out. He looks like he's getting there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've not been keeping up with him too much, but I've seen him on a treadmill doing treadmill work. I've seen him kind of getting back into it. I just don't know personally why we would want to go get a guy coming off of that kind of injury in a year where we need to identify the quarterback. Salute to Rex. Penix moves well in the pocket. This is facts, Rex. Salute to my guy. Robert, this is facts. What is that abomination of a hat waist that is wearing? P.S. That shit ain't leather. Hashtag Dodgers. Salute to Robert with a haymaker, bro.
Well, that's not really a haymaker. That's because you're misinformed. And
No,
let me inform you and show you what it is to be a stylish individual like I am.
No.
Robert, meathead, Dubzilla, douchebag. What this is this commemorates the LA Dodgers versus New York Yankees World Series in the early 1980s. And I have a couple of hats that commemorates certain World Series. So that is what that hat is. And the shit is definitely leather.
Back when Wasted was 44 years old.
And Robert, you big gelatinous douchebag.
Salute to Rob, man.
Rob,
it's like having an A's and Giants hat. It's just nasty work. Salute to Joe. I'll keep it a bean. Penix to me has that Carr pre-2016 injury type energy around him. Everything we hope Derek Carr to be. That is who Penix can be. Salute to my guy, Joe, man. My dog. Appreciate you on the $5 donation. Salute to Cap also for donating, man. 5 OLV Raider Network memberships, man. Salute to my guy. Appreciate you, brother Cap. Salute to all the new members in the building. Yeah, Austin, top corners in the draft. I mean, look, AP was talking to Terry and Arnold today at the Alabama Pro Day. Kool-Aid McKinstry ran a phenomenal 40, bro, with that fracture in his foot. He looks like he's getting right back to shape. That's another one to keep an eye on, you guys, if we decide on going corner in the second round, because it looks like Kool-Aid may drop because of that foot injury. But Terry and Arnold, another option right there where I wouldn't be mad if we took him at 13 and just traded back up to get our quarterback. I wouldn't be mad about that. But I'm a Quinyon Mitchell guy. Everybody knows that. I love Terry and Arnold as well. That's a 1A, 1B for me. I would rather have Quinyon Mitchell.
Bro, I hate when people say to trade back up for a quarterback.
What do you mean?
That's the most important position on the field. You don't mess around. If your guy's there, and that's the guy that see. This is the problem with trading back up, right? And you trading up for a quarterback. One, everybody has to be willing to trade with you. We don't control our own destiny, right? And then you gotta hope when you trade back up, the guy that you would actually draft is still there. Yeah. So if the guy that you want is actually still there, you have to fucking take him, bro.
I understand that, but there's teams right behind us that don't have that many draft picks. There's some other guys that would take a second and a third round pick just to pick up an additional pick for us to move up. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I definitely agree with you, but there will be some teams behind us that will definitely play ball if we want to move back up. It's just matters of what we're trying to give up. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't throw a second in your third this year to move back up to let's just say the beginning of the second or the end of the first to go get Michael Penix Jr.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't. What I'm saying is
you're just saying take him at 13 and stop playing.
Yeah, because if the Raiders view him in that light, they have a first round grade on him. They know, like, because it's need, right?
Yeah.
Number one need, quarterback. It's if you're drafting for need based premise and he's there and you didn't have to do anything to move up to get him, you fucking take him and then you do that with other players. Go ahead, my bad.
No. I'm the one talking over you. I'm going to ask you this: what would you rather do then? Would you rather take Penix at 13, okay, and take Kool-Aid McKinstry in the second round, or take Terry and Arnold right there at 13 and take Spencer Rattler in the second round?
I would rather take Penix because I like Spencer Rattler.
I actually set you up right there. Pause. I did all that just to set you up right now, and it was such a just. Somebody clip that for me. Right?
You know what? It was
not. Rather take Penix, y'all. You would rather take Penix. End of the show. Hey, you guys have a phenomenal.
Hey guys, booger no nose ring. Booger no nose ring.
Salute to our guy Rudy the Vet Russo. Mock draft grades: Wasted A, Graphk B. I'm getting in early because I'm at work and I'm an East Coast bias. Runs through my blood to you both. Hotep and Build. men of order. Rudy, I know that you're a wasted talent guy. I understand that.
Appreciate
you know
it,
funny, Rudy?
Thank you.
I'm a wasted talent guy too. So I understand, Rudy. It's all love, my brother. But West, y'all. Salute to Phil Matic, my guy on the $5 donation also. Congrats, Wasted. I said it before. AOC doesn't miss all those throws. Fields did in this offense. Don't sleep on AOC.
I'm not at all, brother. I have faith in Aiden. I just don't have the kind of faith where I'm not going to draft somebody to compete with him.
Yeah. Salute to our sis Niles in the building. Penix Jr. IQ is high, especially for a young dog. Factory Outlet. Salute to Niles on the $2 donation. As always, salute to Darnell in the building. Looks like we're looking at Spencer Rattler in the later rounds. Y'all thoughts? He's not going to be available in the later rounds, Darnell. If you want him, you're going to probably have to take him in the second round.
Yes. The thing with Spencer Rattler is this the only thing that worries me about him. I normally don't like to draft quarterbacks who are south of 6'2". I like my quarterbacks north of 6'2". I don't like, 6'1" quarterbacks. What's Spencer Rattler, man? He's like 6'1". Is he?
I think so. I think he is 6'1". I'm gonna look that up right now.
He's a little short, man. He's looking a little Bryce Youngish out there.
I wouldn't say that short, but I mean, let me see. He is, I think he is somewhere along the lines of that 6'1", 6'2". Yes, 6'1". So yeah. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. Y'all wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up, man. Pay your bar tabs, y'all. Salute to Mr. Maker. I would have been pissed and impressed if you ended the stream like that. Raiders! Salute to Mr. Maker, my God, a $5 donation. Salute to the Mokes. Also, listen up, y'all. Huddle up. Let's trade up to 6. Then let's trade all the way back to 24. Then when no one expects it, trade up to 13. The Mokes out here playing Madden, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, dog.
Yo, the Mokes is tripping, dog. That shit is hilarious, man.
And they called Spencer Rattler a shorter Desmond Ritter. That's terrible.
I disagree with that, man. I think
Desmond Ritter's not as athletic as Spencer Rattler. He's not as accurate. He doesn't have the arm talent. John Gruden's arm talent.
I think some players are better at the next level than just at the collegiate level. I think that Spencer Rattler is going to be a really good pro. I do, man.
Look, bro, let me tell you something. This is the thing that I don't like when we're evaluating people in these drafts, right? There are some guys who had grades on them way higher than you would have thought. And they don't make it, bro. Like you got, I'm gonna give you an example, like Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen was like a 3rd round pick. Think how many wide receivers were taken before Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. And look how good of a player he's been. Think about Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Think how many receivers were taken before Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Just really think about Max Crosby. The draft is not always chalk. Sometimes you have to look at the player and look at the skill set and look at the heart and the mind and the drive, and you got to put that together and bring them in your organization. So all of these little mock drafts and all of the stuff that you're hearing about a lot of these guys, it might not be leather. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a guy that I think in this draft that if he goes to the right situation is going to be a star. I think J.J. McCarthy's going to be a star. I think he's going to be a star, man. I think Michael Penix Jr. might turn out. People are going to look back on this draft and say, why didn't people take him higher? Mark my words.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Look, we've been high on Michael Penix Jr. since day one. I think that he's going to be a great professional. And I think just like somebody else stated earlier, I think it was Niles that said it. Professional. You know what I'm saying? A leader. You know what I mean? He's going to be a guy that's going to come in from day one. And I think that I think Max is going to love Michael Penix Jr.'s like energy and what he brings to the table in terms of leadership. That's the kind of guy you want at the quarterback position. That's one thing that I'm still questioning with Aiden O'Connell. I love what he potentially brings to the game, but he's kind of a reserved, more kind of quiet guy. I've even heard from, guys that are in the locker room that he's kind of chill. And I know it was year one. He's a rookie, so he doesn't want to come in and act like he's trying to just command the locker room. I think that Michael Penix Jr. will be a guy from day one that will come in and instantly, like boost the morale and run that offense immediately. I truly do. I think
leaders are born. They're not made, bro. Leaders are born. Yeah, exactly. If everybody's a leader, nobody's a leader. Yeah. The leadership quality is huge in the NFL, especially for a guy that's a quarterback, because every quarterback in the NFL is not a leader.
Yeah.
It's very rare when you see a guy like, I hate to always bring this fucker up, but Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a leader. He's the guy who's, come on. You know what I mean? Joe Burrow, he's quiet, but he's a leader. You can see it, right? Josh Allen doesn't look like a leader to me. He looks like a very talented football player. He looks like a guy that he has his teammates respect, but it doesn't seem to me that Josh Allen is the guy who leads the whole team. I don't see Lamar Jackson and say, yo, he's the leader of the Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't see that. I think Roquan Smith is.
Oh, yeah. That's clear. Right. That's clear.
He came there after him.
Yeah.
So when you get a guy like Michael Penix, that is a very, very elite trait. And then he has some elite traits. His elite accuracy, touch, feel. He moves the pocket without having to run. He has gigantic hands, right? To where that's big.
I know.
That's big, bro. Because Derek Carr, and I hate to bring him up, I'm not shitting on Carr, but Carr had small hands. He used to fumble a lot.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's gonna, pump fake and you know what I mean? So look, man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm really high on this guy. And if we don't have to do anything to move up to get him, you must strike.
Anthony said Penix is the left-handed Joshua Dobbs. You know what's funny, man? Dobbs just went to the Niners. He's going to be backing up Brock. It's funny, like Shanahan will probably have Dobbs looking like the next best thing smoking if Brock goes down with that system. Like he's definitely going to benefit being out there for a year. Salute to PM, man. Tired of this take cornerback at 13 and trade back up for Penix. If he's your guy, take him at 13. Wasted just said that. Trade up for Wilkins, because if you risk Penix being gone, we're effed up. Salute to my guy, PM. Salute to my guy. Look, we're just spitballing, though, PM. Like, it's just like we've talked. Spitballing is freestyling and just throwing ideas out to the table. Come on, man. I know you just said the nastiest shit in the world. And you're trying to make a comeback. I understand.
Bro, no, I'm just saying. You say you spitballing, bro. I mean, what kind of spitballing are we talking about here? Are you talking about like thoughts, or are you talking about? Yo, you know what, bro? This is the last live we do with you in control of the chat. That's just enough of this shit. That's enough of this shit.
Yo, salute to everybody here in the building, man. Salute to Terrell. My guy, what position in the draft propels this team to success quicker? I mean, you got to get your
quarterback. Yeah. The F. Come on.
Got to get your quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. That's point blank period. You got to identify that. Unless you already feel like you have him on the existing roster, which I don't think so at all. Let me see. Salute to 52, my guy. He said third time's a charm. He is. Hey, now if Penix ends up being anything like Warren Moon, we have a winner. Because we had the luxury of growing up and watching Warren Moon play football, and he was one of the greatest quarterbacks I ever got a chance to witness as a kid. So
you remember when Warren Moon was in Seattle? He's throwing to Joey Galloway,
bruh. Joey High Stakes Galloway,
fastest
shit. Let me see. Gio says R.I.P. to the Graphk and waste the show. Yo, salute to my guy Freight Train on the $5 donation. I would love Arnold at 13 and get Penix after I really want that corner one, man. And Freight, we're doing all our due diligence right now. AP was at the pro day speaking to Terry and Arnold. And I believe the quote was something along. Did you see? I guess AP says something along the lines like I like your game, kid. Like something to that effect. Like I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Arnold really has impressed AP. And we know, you guys, we are a defensive-minded team now. That's why I wouldn't be shocked if we took a corner at 13. Like if they thought that, and who's to say? Like Wasted, we talked about this numerous times. Penix can already be off the board. He can already be gone. Somebody can move up. Denver's in front of us. They need a quarterback. Minnesota's in front of us. They need a quarterback. Michael Penix Jr.
Minnesota got two. They got two picks.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that I'm hearing that JJ McCarthy is Minnesota's guy.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they got their tool chest stuff to move up, right?
Commanders are doing their due diligence on him now too. You see that, right?
Yeah. I told you. I fucking told you, bro.
It'll get interesting here in a minute, Wasted.
Bro, I fucking told you he could go, because if you're looking at Drake May and you put those two prospects next to each other, I kind of give the edge and God-given ability, give it to JJ. I give it to JJ. And also people are looking at the numbers and they're not looking at the fact that he did what he was asked to do at Michigan. He wasn't asked to throw the ball around 30, 40 times.
He wasn't asked to be Brett Favre. He wasn't a gunslinger.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be, because Michigan was a juggernaut. He doesn't have to do that. So that doesn't mean he can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean about a prospect that translates better in the National Football League.
Yeah. No, facts. Salute the Rube. Rattler's a horrible quarterback. Trash over the middle, great throwing outside the numbers, but indecisive and horrible pocket presence. Rattler's living off his high school hype and fade ball. God damn, Rube.
Well, listen, man. I respect Ruben because Ruben.
Oh, yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Rube, we know you do your homework on these players, but I respectfully disagree with you, brother. I think that Spencer Rattler is going to be a really good pro. I'm not going to say a great take over the league, but given the right situation, I think he could be a really good quarterback at the next level. Salute to Rube with the haymaker. Salute to Burton as well. Will Penix get a real chance to start this year, or will he need to sit for a year? I mean, the good thing is we have two guys that have already started, been starters at the NFL level. So if he's not ready to go, Burton, hey, we got two guys that are going to compete for that quarterback one spot. But I'm going to be real. If we take him in the first round, I'm assuming that he's going to be the guy week one.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. When you take a quarterback in the first round,
that's played in the national championship too, might I add.
Yeah, and when you take a guy in the first round, you're bringing him in to start for the most part. Yeah, especially in the situation we're in. It's not like we have some incumbent guy who is. Well, we got Gardner Minshew, but he's not an incumbent. Yeah. So that's a little different. Like when you have a guy who's like when you had Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay and they brought in Jordan Love, then you can do that. We don't have that situation, bro.
Not at all. Not at all. Salute to Dan Match. Mitch has a man crush on Enos Rakestraw. To be real with you, man, we always have a guy every year that's like our guy in the draft. And I'm going to be real. Rakestraw, Dan, is one of them ones out of Missouri. That kid can play corner at a very high level. I would not be shocked, Dan, if he was a top 3 corner in this year's draft. And I mean,
he only likes him because in his rhymes with Penix. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that could be it. Mitch likes to get a little.
He likes to get a little spicy. He likes to walk on the wild side.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, Enos Rakestraw is a dog. He's a dog.
Hey man, let me tell you something, man. Mitch loves to walk on the wild side, man. That guy's a penis aficionado, man. Let me tell you something, Graphk. Hey, booger no nose ring, man.
Salute to Groove, man. Salute to Rube. If we really have to draft a quarterback at 13 and all the top quarterbacks are off the board, hear me out. Just imagine. Draft Alani. The quarterback. Rube is going to – remember how we just said Mitch has a guy? We all have a guy every year? Rube has a guy. He has a type.
Yo, my man is manifesting. He is manifesting. Bro, I'm telling you. Bro, my daughter was saying to me the other day, because you know what college I wanted to go to.
Yeah,
I keep wearing the sweatshirt of the college I wanted to go to. She's like, look at my father manifested. She said, Daddy, I don't want to go there.
There you have it, man. I mean, hey, and Quinyon Mitchell is my guy in this draft. That's my guy. That's my guy. I'm telling y'all, that is the guy.
Quinyon's a beast.
McCormick is my guy. You know what I mean? And salute to Sincere, man. He actually put my video up in his stories the other day. You know what I mean? Salute to Sincere McCormick, the next great Las Vegas Raiders running back. I'm telling y'all now, man, we're going to see Sincere McCormick cook this year. I'm telling y'all now, it is Sincere's year. Salute to Edgar. Number 13, Fuaga. Number 44. Oh, so you're going O-line. Okay. Fuaga at 13, Graham Barton, the guard out of Duke. I don't know if he makes it to 44, Edgar. There's a lot of mock drafts that actually have him going in the first round. A lot of people have the Niners taking him. Where they at 30? I think they're at 30.
They went to the Super Bowl, so
he may be gone off the board. The young guard out of Duke, but could you imagine that? You literally just your right side is sewn up with Barton and Fuaga. Peyton Wilson in the third round, which would be phenomenal. Michael Pratt, the young guy out of Tulane, he's probably like my 7th or 8th quarterback in this year's draft. Tampa, TJ Tampa trade, he'll be gone by that time. Tampa's going to be off the board by that point. And he said trade for Marshawn Lattimore. Salute to my guy, Edgar. To be real with you guys, I think that they like some of these young corners. And I think that the whole talking about Jair Alexander, Marshawn Lattimore, and all that other shit, I think it's just a pipe dream at this point. I don't think it's going to happen at all. I don't think we trade for a big contract like that to bring in Jair. You know, he's dealt with some things out there in Green Bay. Marshawn Lattimore has dealt with some injuries. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean? I think we're going to go get our corner in this year's draft. I think that's the way they're going to do it. And then bring in a veteran, like we said, like a Stephon, Gilmore, or an Adoree Jackson or something like that. But we're still going to go get a
Corey and Bennett too. Like everybody just forgot that he was a rookie last year. You know
he's going to be a dog, bro. He's going to be a dog. You know, like I'm not done. I'm not. Let's just say this. What if Ja'Cory Bennett just ends up being a Meek Robertson? Like
you know what? I see so much more for him.
I do too. I
see so much more for that kid. That kid has a lot of talent, man. It's just that he got some bullshit calls last year. If we're being honest,
early in the season that affected his psyche.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit calls, man. That kid is going to be fine.
Salute to Omar. I don't want to be the I don't want Bo Nix at all. He had the heart. He had the Great Wall of China for O-line. Here's a take. He will be average at best, willing to bet on that. Well, you know, it's funny. I've actually heard that Tom Telesco likes Bo Nix.
He does. And this is the thing I worry about with Tom Telesco, right? I don't mean to get off the Tom Telesco train because he has to prove himself to us.
Yeah.
The problem with Tom Telesco is he's always had a problem filling out the middle of his roster. And he does well with the first picks, but if I'm being honest, there's some things that he's done with this roster, like the Tyler Hall move. That's a very short-sighted move. It's very short-sighted because what you're doing is you're making the roster a little top-heavy. You went out, you got a big chip in free agency, great. But then you're not paying attention to the middle of the roster. Now, he did with the defensive line, and I hope that Antonio Pierce and these guys are reeling him in. I really do, man. I hope that think tank that's there, the Marvin Lewises of the world, all these people in the organization are reeling him in.
Well, I think that wasn't telling Tom not to bring Tyler Hall back. I'm going to be honest. I think that he leaned heavily on that defensive staff to say, what should we do with this guy? Should we bring him back? And I think they like what they have. We talked about Ja'Cory Bennett. You know, they're bringing back Brandon Faison. He'll be healthy this year. Like, I think they just said, you know, Tyler Hall, we already have our guy in the slot. We already have our guy in the nickel. And maybe they are thinking about really bring it. You know, Trey White has played in the slot and on the outside. And I know he's been injured. I'm just saying that you could bring in a guy that could potentially – what if you bring in Trey White and he just gives you the minutes that Tyler Hall gave you? Because we're not expecting him to play all.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is that – so why am I going to go and bring a guy in that's going to be more money and more injured?
What?
Tre'Davious White, just from him being an all-pro, is always going to get paid more than Tyler Hall.
Yeah, definitely.
So why would I bring in a more expensive headache?
Well, I want to see what his deal looks like first. I don't know what they paid him in Philadelphia. I want to see what that deal looks like. But look, Tyler Hall is going to be missed. Like a guy that was proven, gave you some solid reps. I would have loved to keep him around, but I don't think that's a short-sighted move, brother. I think that Tom Telesco looked at it as this is depth.
Okay. So you go out there, right? Last year, and I know it's about the market and stuff, but last year you got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They pay like Baker Mayfield like $4 million, right?
Yeah.
Then we go out and we bring in Gardner Minshew, who is a high-end backup at best, right? Mm-hmm. And then we let Josh Jacobs walk.
Whoa.
I was okay with
low-end starter at best. Like, I don't want to say high-end backup at best. I want to say
he's a high-end backup, bro. He's not really a starter because if you look at it, right, every scenario where he's gotten minutes in the National Football League was him coming in and saving the day for whatever reason. When he was in Jacksonville, it was because Blake Bortles was god-awful, right? And then now with this, you know, he wouldn't even sort of feel if that kid didn't get hurt. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
That's it. Trey White pulled a hammy walking up to Henderson. Yo, yes, I seen somebody mention I want to bring this up because this is just nasty work. Did you see Bleacher Report? I forgot who. I think it was Brad Gagnon, a Bleacher Report, something like that. Nasty work. He said that the move to bring in Christian Wilkins was one of the most terrible contracts in free agency up to this point. This is what he said, Wasted. The 5-year veteran has never been a first or second team All-Pro or a Pro Bowler. He's never posted double-digit sacks. He's coming off a season where he had 9.5. He's registered 5 total takeaways in 5 seasons, and he's never put up a double-digit approximate value rating at Pro Football Reference. Typically, the threshold for stardom and mark that more than 100 players reached in 2023, Gagnon wrote. Should Wilkins really be the 5th highest paid defensive player in the NFL? The market is what it is, but I believe the Raiders will regret this one.
I believe that he's a fucking loser, and I'm going to tell you why. Because what he does is he goes on his little computer because he doesn't really know football. right? And then he pulls out all these bullshit numbers, right?
Yeah.
So talk about double-digit sacks. Bro, he's a fucking defensive tackle.
Yeah.
I just saw one of these idiots on Twitter compare Aaron Donald to fucking Simeon Rice. And they're like, Simeon Rice all day. I'm like, dude, Simeon Rice is a fucking defensive end, you moron. How do you even do the same? A guy that's fighting off effing triple teams and stuff like that. Then you talk about Christian Wilkins, right? Oh, he's never been an all-pro. How many all-pros are there? Yeah. Right? So when you're playing in a league, when you have, a Chris Jones right there, it's cool if he's second team all-pro to me. But the thing is,
he's never had a Max Crosby on the end of him either. Like he's always had these kind of rotational pieces coming. I know Phillips was hurt, right? Who they bring in? They even brought in who was it? Melvin Ingram? You know what I mean?
Bro, like, if let me tell you something. If the Kansas City Chiefs would have done that and made that move,
they would have been all over it.
He would have glazed all over him. He would have squirted baby oil on himself and went to town on himself.
Facts.
It's just because it's the Raiders, and a lot of times they don't even look. They just want to
Bradley Chubb was his best defensive end over there.
Bro, what a lot of these people like to do, and that's the reason why people come here and listen to us. They just want to put an opinion out there that they're not going to get backlash from. Yeah. Because they know a lot of people don't really watch the NFL, and they just assume that everything the Raiders do is bad. Yeah. That's all that is. If the Patriots would have done that 3 years ago, oh, God, what a great move. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. You're a loser.
You know what's funny, man? Christian Wilkins can put up 0 sacks this upcoming season. The way he commands double teams, I don't think people realize how much pressure he's going to take off of Max. Every dollar is worth it at this point. $100 million to take a lot of pressure off of your superstar edge rusher. This is going to go down as one of the best deals the Raiders have ever made.
And you know why? Because it's nuance.
Yeah,
nuance is lost in the drive-by sports media today. Nuance, because they don't really watch these teams. He just looks at. I bet you that guy hasn't even seen 5 snaps from Christian Wilkins.
No,
not even fucking 5. He just went and he looked and he said, "Oh, let me go on my little computer." And he put up some bullshit in his nonsense.
And he also knows how passionate we are about our team. And we're going to go on tangents like this. And we're going to put more eyes on his article. So it worked. But you know what? We don't give him.
F him.
I got to read this to you too real quick, man. This is funny. So everyone knows that Hunter Renfro, right? This is one thing, Wasted. I really realized that a lot of people just focus on their own team. Like, we kind of touch on a lot of different organizations. We'll talk about their situations at certain positions and so on and so forth. The Rams, bro.
On a lot of different organizations. What kind of organizations you touching on right now, man? What the F's going on here? I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure we keep things in perspective here, Graham. Relax.
Yo, but look, the Raiders gifted this is something that I wanted to bring up real quick. The Raiders gifted the Rams a perfect special teams signing. I'm not going to read the article. All I'm going to say is this writer says that they don't need a receiver. They don't need a receiver. They're already deep at the receiver position. They do not need a receiver, but they have a perfect option to bring in special teams to return kicks in Hunter Renfro. This lets me know that you have not watched Raider football at all. How many years in a row do we scream to get Hunter Renfro off the field and not return kicks?
Bro, since he got here.
Yes.
Since he got here.
Hey, whoever this is at Ramblin' fan, get your facts together, family. You may want to start reaching out to some Raider. Hug is nasty. He said today's word was squirt. But you may want to start reaching out to some fans from or some content creators from other teams before you start writing these kind of articles. And there you have it. The Sonic Rings will get blasted out of Hunter Renfro ASAP Rocky.
Oh,
it's nasty.
Blasted out. What the fuck is going on here, Graham?
Okay,
what is going on here, man?
Now you're just reaching, man. Now you're just reaching.
No, you're talking about blasting things out of grown men. What the fuck's going on here?
It's just nasty work.
It's terrible.
It's nasty work.
Yo, you did it to yourself.
Oh, hey, yo.
No, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
You know what? We're done. We're done.
We're
Salute
done.
the Raider or die. For the last time, no on Splinter, Baby Rattler. Salute the Raider or die on a $2 donation. Salute to Lewis also. Bold take. Andre James, best year going against Wilkins in practice. That's one thing we haven't talked about, Lou. That's a great $5 donation right there, and a great comment, brother, because he's been dominated by top tackles, right? Maybe he does get a lot better in that part of his game because of Christian Wilkins being there in practice. I mean,
maybe. I mean, look, yeah, like steel sharp is steel, iron sharp is iron. I think the thing that's going to help Andre James, I think is going to help, the whole line, is that we have faster linemen. They're better suited for the zone blocking scheme. When they went power, you want those hog mollies down there. We have guys that are fast, they're athletic, they have good bend. They're not really what hog molly. Now you're reaching. Now come on, Graph. Let's not derail the show with the tit for tat pause Olympics. Let's get focused here, Graphic.
Okay.
Come on. All right. Truce. All right. Come on. No, but
it's the off season, y'all. It's the off season, man.
But Colton Miller, Andre James, Dylan Parham, these are guys that are very good linemen. If you're not asking them to go and just totally dominate the person in front of them, these guys are technique guys. They're fast guys. They kind of like hold the pocket. They're not going to run anybody over and just dominate them like how Trent Brown would. Yeah. So look, man. I think that's going to help Andre James more than anything.
Graham said, or will Wilkins get worse? Graham out here reaching. Salute to my guy, Graham. Salute to Rube once again with the $10 haymaker. Most teams that don't have a true backup slot, most teams have more depth on the two outside cornerback spots with a guy who can kick inside. Wish Tyler Hall was more diverse, but Darnay Holmes, a good replacement. Well, Darnay just re-signed with the Giants, Rube. I don't know if you've seen that. He just re-signed with them for 1 year. So I don't know what that deal looked like, but he will not be reuniting with Antonio Pierce at this point. So, but salute to you. This is facts. Most teams don't have a true backup slot. You are 110% right. Most of those guys are rotational guys that can kick in, kick out. Definitely agree with you. Yeah. Salute to Hug, my guy, man, on the new memberships, man. Salute to all the 5 new members in the chat, man. Salute to my guy, Hug, the GOAT. You already know what time it is. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Also, if you guys can go over to Wasted Talents channel, hit the join button. Also, he has a memberships thing over there as well. Hit that join button. It definitely helps what we do over here with Shieldmore, man. Salute to the 1,800 people in the building, whether you're watching on Twitter, Wasted channel, my channel. We just salute you guys. Wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Another guy that we haven't talked about, Steven Nelson, kind of bounced around the league a little bit. He's still fairly young. You know what I'm saying? What is Nelson 28 years old or is he 30?
You know what? I'm losing track of the guys' ages, man. You got to pull that one up, brother.
He's moved around a little. He's 31. He just turned 31 in January. So yeah, he's a little up there in age. Kind of a journeyman. Last year he had a pretty good season. With the Texans, he actually had 4 picks, 63 combined tackles. He's still available out there. This is a guy. It seems like he's always available.
And it's a reason for that, right? It's a reason for that. But bro, the thing about Adoree Jackson, and this is the reason why I haven't probably come to the Raiders out of everybody who's available is because of the California connection with Antonio Pierce. It's a guy that he's watched play a long time. Antonio Pierce has watched him when he was in high school. I don't know whether they have a relationship. I could be reaching there, but I know that the high school he went to and when Pierce was coaching and stuff like that, those are around the years. I'm sure that Pierce recruited him. He understands who he is. So I would see Adoree Jackson Jr. being the guy.
Well, he also played, we talked about under Patrick Graham, with the Giants. The connections are there. You know what I mean? A guy that played at USC,
right?
Yeah, played at USC. So like you said, that he was at Arizona State AP. So there might have been something there. But yeah, Steven Nelson started his career with Kansas City Chiefs, never had a Pro Bowl year. He tied, he had 4 picks this year. That's the most he's ever had in his career. He tied with 4, I believe, in 2018 with the Chiefs, but he bounced around the league. Kansas City, went to Pittsburgh for 2 years, went to Philly 1 year. Then he's been with Houston these past few seasons. So I wouldn't be mad, but this would just be a move that you're bringing in. It's just a decent corner that's going to add some depth. You know what I mean? To your DB room. I think we still need to address Adoree. To me, is the better option. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Gilmore is the better option. If we end up with Steven Nelson, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think we go corner really early, like really early. So, I don't know. And Steven Nelson to me, and don't mind you, he's had a way better career than Brandon Faison at this point. But Faison is young, still a lot younger than him, and they believe in this guy. They really do believe in him. They signed him to a 2-year deal, wasted. Like, they want to see what Brandon Faison could do. He was on the IR pretty much almost all last year. I think that they have high hopes for him this upcoming season. So I don't see us bringing in a veteran like Steven Nelson. I'm not
a Faison guy. I hope he does play well.
Yeah.
He's like the great white tiger, like Gruden said. The
Yeah.
great white tiger, right? He's supposed to be good. I would rather go get somebody. I'd rather get somebody, and I would give those snaps to Jacorian Bennett.
Oh, let me see. I mean, we've been high on Jacorian Bennett ever since he came out of Maryland. We talked a lot about him last year in the offseason. That's a guy, bro. The speed, he has all the intangibles to be great at the next level. He just needs to put it all together. And like you said, a few calls early on in the season last year, I think it affected his psyche, man. And you know what I mean? And that's why he kind of fell out of rotation. You know what I mean? Like they called some bad penalties on him. It seemed like 15 yards. Like, what the fuck? Like, when you go back and look at the tape, you're like, how do they call it on this kid?
Drive killing.
Yeah.
Drive killing penalties. It was not, and they were bullshit too.
Yeah,
a lot of them were bullshit, man. Nasty work.
Nasty work. Yeah, salute to my Kings, man. They're out there doing nasty. They destroying the Toronto Raptors by 30 points right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. They didn't destroy the Knicks the other night.
I knew you were gonna bring that shit up, bro. Hey, you know what though? I gotta say this. They're bro. That defensive minded team. They fight hard every game, bro. Like
all
that
teams do. All 10 teams do.
Tim got those guys. He got those guys ready, prepared, bro. Like real talk.
But you know how it is in New York, man. It starts going well, and then it's always the quest for the one superstar who's available, and then we trade half the team away, and then you have ham and no burger, peanut butter, no jelly, milk, no cereal.
My guy on a $5 donation. So if we draft Penix, does that mean we move Miller to the right? No, not at all. No. Mumford played lights out against Mac last year at left tackle. We spoke highly about Mumford on the left side. You know what I mean? When Colton went out with that shoulder injury. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, you're not moving Colton at this point in his career. You know what I mean? He's been a left tackle since he's been in the league. You're not moving him to the right side. At the end of the day, you either have Mumford there, which I'm hearing that they love him, or you just go get one in the draft.
Bro, and there's not too many guys in the league who you can move up and down an offensive line. Those guys are few and far between, guys, because when you play left and go to right tackle, it sounds easy to the novice, right? Yeah. But they will tell you it is like, being a right-handed pitcher and then somebody saying, "Hey, man, now you're a left-handed pitcher."
Yeah,
it's not easy.
AJ, relax, man. First of all, we weren't in the playoffs for like 17 years. We went last year and took the Golden State Warriors to a 7-game series, bro. Relax. Since Zach don't show up in the playoffs. Come on. You could have been better off saying the Kings don't go to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't show up to the playoffs. Like, bro, we took the Warriors to 7 last year. But relax. Salute the trip. Daniel Jeremiah says Penix at 13. Thoughts?
Then now we're not getting him. Daniel Jeremiah is always wrong. And I'm kidding, right? Daniel Jeremiah is actually he's more right than Mel Kiper Jr.
Yeah. Mel
Kiper Jr. has been horrible the last few years.
Mel Kiper has this. Does he have us taking the corner or a right tackle right there? I think he had. Was it a right tackle?
I'm taking Latham.
Well, hey, Latham. Bro, Latham's a dog, bro. He's a dog. Look, all I'm saying is he may end up being the best right tackle in this draft. We love Joe Alt, but he could be that one, bro. Latham is that guy.
Listen, Latham, Schmatham. My thing is this. You go and you get a goddamn quarterback.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way. Because the way this team is going, they're not going to be in position to take Shedeur Sanders next year. They're not going to be able to control their own destiny. They're going to be a team that either goes to the playoffs or threatens for a playoff spot every game.
I'm going to say this. I agree with our brother Wasted on the last Super. At the end of the day, if he is your guy, go get him at 13. There's no reason to play around. You know what I mean? Take the best player available. If Michael Penix Jr. is the best, the highest rated guy on your board, when you're still there at 13, you go take Michael Penix Jr. and do not play around with it at all. Take him, and then you can go address whether it's right tackle or corner in the second round. And then we can go get into the linebacker in the third round, like the guard, the running back later on. Like, but don't play around. If that is the guy for you at 13, if he's the highest guy on your board and you think you want to outsmart it, you try to outsmart everybody and think we can move back up and get him, then we're probably going to end up without a quarterback.
Yeah, and see, the thing about it is, say for instance, he's not. Say for instance, he's the highest rated quarterback left in your board. Say for instance, you had Jaden Daniels number 1, Caleb Williams number 1, Jaden Daniels number 2, and you have Penix at number 3.
Yeah.
Right. And you have a lineman rated ahead of him, but the quarterback's there. There's only one quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you can. There are guys that you can live with at other positions if you don't get them. But with the quarterback position, it's not that way. There's probably only is one guy and then the next guy that you can live with and be happy with most of the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes it has to be that particular guy. No matter how misguided it is sometimes, that has to be your guy. Like when the Buffalo Bills took Josh Allen, that was their guy. And they went and they got him.
Same thing with Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes was his guy.
That was his guy. And you know what's funny? Patrick Mahomes wasn't Andy Reid's guy. He was the offensive coordinator's guy. Who was the kid that went to Chicago? Was the coach of Matt Nagy? That was offensive coordinator. Yep. It was Matt Nagy kind of rigged the meeting. He gave Mahomes the plays and everything because he wanted him to impress Andy and them so they can take him.
Who would have thought Matt Nagy would have changed the trajectory of the NFL? That is insane. Salute to Niles on a $10 super sticker. We appreciate you, sis. As always, thank you so much for always supporting what we do over here. Salute to Richard. Frank motherfucking Crumb, Wyoming. Go get your tackle in the later rounds.
Crumbster.
The Crumbster. The Crumbsternator. Salute to Mr. Maker, man. My guy. Appreciate you, brother, becoming a member. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Also, Wasted's membership link is also in the chat. So make sure you hit that and support what we do, man. Appreciate you guys. As always. Let me see. We broke down that. We talked about, okay. I got to say this too. I don't like to, because this isn't going to come off as disrespectful, but I read this article today also, Waste, and I got to shed some light on this. Just Blog, baby, right? Fan-sided. You know, salute to Brad Weiss. He's a writer over there. He put up a mock draft for just day one, okay? And this is the thing that just, it really frustrates the shit out of me, bro. He has the Raiders trading up, okay, to, I believe, 4, Arizona. All right. And taking Jaden Daniels, which Jaden may not even be available at 4. He may be already off the board. You want to take a guess on what we traded in order to move up to number 4? Where's it?
Probably said Devontae Adams or fucking Max Crosby or some stupid shit.
Oh, no. The total opposite.
What?
Pick 13, 44. Next year, a third rounder. That's it. And we get number 4 and 71 in this. So we get a third rounder this year. We give up our second and first and a third the next year.
Yeah, that's not plausible, bro.
How does that even make sense?
It doesn't. No disrespect to what they got going on. It's just that, people understand and see. That's why a lot of times pre-draft, I don't like the way social media, because Jaden Daniels wouldn't have the kind of hype coming to the Raiders behind him had we not seen him in a locker room partying with the guys. Had you not had Antonio Pierce vocally wanting to bring him here.
Yeah.
Sometimes the game is to be sold and not told.
Yeah.
Raider fans want this Jaden Daniels thing to happen so much. It makes too much sense to happen, bro. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. One thing I also don't like is some of the comps that they give some.
Oh my God!
The comps are bad. Like people compare Michael Penix Jr. to Byron Leftwich. They don't throw anything alike. The only thing that's similar about Byron Leftwich and Michael Penix Jr. is they're both black.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And I think that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. You have people compare, JJ McCarthy to Tom Brady. They're nothing alike, bro.
They're Michigan and
they're Michigan guys. It's fucking, come on, bro.
RS, our brother Hammer is taking a break from content creating, and we've done a million shows with Hammer. So this isn't a personal thing. Our brother's taking a break. You know what I'm saying? So whenever he comes back, you'll see him on screen. You know how we do. That's our bro. Salute to Hammer. Salute to Joe Nation also. Graphk, which round do you see AP drafting a linebacker? I'm gonna say you said a 4th through 5th. I think this is the year where we try to go get one early because there's gonna be a run on them in potentially the end of the 2nd, the 3rd round. I think we may target a linebacker in the 3rd round, wasted, because all of our linebackers at this point have 1-year deals. Well, both of our starters, Spillane 1-year deal, Devon Diablo, they may want to secure one early. I got the earliest the 3rd round, the latest I'll say 6th, like we did with Amari Burney last year.
Yeah, you have to, because bro, if you look at the way this team is built, right, there are 3 levels to your defense, right? The front part of your defense is solidified. Yeah. You would hope, right? Mm-hmm. The back end of the defense is you got guys on 1-year deals, but you got young guys. You got a guy in Merring that you're going to bring him back. You got Chris Smith, you're going to bring him back. You got a lot of talent on the back end. The problem is the middle of the defense. That's the problem. It's not a problem because they're playing well, but the problem with depth and are you going to bring, like, Devon Diablo's a huge question mark.
Yeah,
a huge question mark, because yes, he's very talented. Yes, when he's on the field, he's doing well, right? But is he going to stay healthy? Are you going to pay him? It's a lot of different things. I think you do have to really invest in that linebacker room, because if you decide to let Devon Diablo walk, you got to have the heir apparent for him on your roster.
Well, the problem is this also with Devon. We got a few guys out of that class that we're like just waiting for to take the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm Kuntz made that jump last season, right? He came out of that class. Him and Devon Diablo were taking the 3rd round together. Devon, to me, is like, we talked about this on the phone. Has a lot of tackles every year. He's actually running people down. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah, he's chasing you down. He's not recognizing the play in space and filling the gap. He's going once somebody runs past somebody and he's running them down from behind and stuff. And I'm not criticizing him in a way where I say he's some scrub or something, but it's not the same level of linebacker play. And I know this is a bad but like Roquan Smith sniffs the play out and he's in that gap.
Oh, he's different.
That's happening. And he's going. He's driving the defense backwards. Devon Diablo is chasing people down, sideline to sideline, going across the field. So yeah, the production isn't the same. You don't have a lot of tackles for loss. You don't see Devon Diablo in the backfield all the time.
Yeah,
and it's really he's really essentially just playing safety at linebacker.
Yeah, and that's a problem. And we're still waiting for some of these guys. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm still waiting for Nate Hobbs to take that next step. Like, I want him to be that superstar slot guy that we know he can be. I'm hoping this season something unlocks all that full potential, because Nate he's been good for us, but I have not seen greatness yet.
Yeah, but the thing about that, Graphk, I think, one, it was the injury, and 2, it was the fact that they were trying him outside too much.
They put him on a boundary. Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. Now, some people said, I think he can be a great corner on the outside. No.
You didn't watch him. You didn't watch him at Illinois then. Most of his big plays and shutdown, ability was from the nickel, from the slot.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. Putting him, I did watch him in Illinois.
I'm saying anybody else, not you.
Yeah. I was about to say, he's a slot.
Hey, Wasted. He is a violent human being tonight. He's a violent human being.
No. I just want to make sure it's clear.
East Coast, West Coast beef hat you got on right now. You feeling yourself right now, bro.
I'm always feeling myself. What you talking about?
Yo, but I'm just saying, I think I'm waiting for Nate to take that next step. Because I think he can be one of those things.
I think the team is the reason why he hasn't, though. I think it's different with him than Devon Diablo. I think that they stunted his growth by lining him up outside as much as they did. It's like they were trying to shoehorn him into being a number one corner. And I'm glad when Pierce and Patrick Graham were allowed to do what they wanted to do, they got him playing and going in the right trajectory. Josh McDaniels and them were like, we got to see what we got with Nate Hobbs. He's going to be our number one corner. It's like, let him shine where he shined as a rookie. Why are you even messing with it? Don't mess up the apple cart. Just draft a guy on the outside. Leave that stud guy you had there where he was.
The apple cart. Salute to the boss. The corner from Alabama, like your life depends on it. Salute to the boss. Appreciate you. I know you're probably talking about Terry and Arnold, not Kool-Aid McKinstry, either one of them. I mean, look, you can get one in the first, you can get the other one in the second. Either way, I like both of their corners out there at Alabama, but I think that Arnold's going to be the better pro. Salute to my guy. And there was one comment that I seen in here that I wanted to bring up, and I can't find it now, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, though. Damn, where was it? Because
it's cold as hell in my office, bro. It's so cold, bro.
It's so cold.
Yes, bro, because it was warm and shit, and then the temperature just dropped. I'm like, what the F is going on here? Let me turn up from my phone here. Hold on.
Salute to Paper Chase, man. Bro, I'm telling you, Dallas Gant from Toledo. So Quinyon is the one that gets all the shine out there. This is another guy that a lot of people are talking about right now that we should definitely keep an eye on. Smaller school. Let me bring up his stats, though, man. But I'm starting to see his name a lot more as of late, the young linebacker out of Toledo. I want to look and see where let's look at some of his stats real
Everybody
quick.
loves Terrion Arnold, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's a baller. Last year, you have 50 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and a pick. This is definitely a guy that I've been hearing a lot about. 6'3", 230.
6'3", 230.
Yeah. Dallas Gant. I've been hearing a lot about him lately. And if he's available in those later rounds, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Salute to Harry Potter, man. And salute to Paper Chase with a great comment. With the signing of Madison, should we not waste it? No. Go get you one anyway. Like they want to do a running back by committee here. That's what Getsy wants. He wants a bunch of running backs to be able to run. You know, you don't want one primary workhorse in this offense. So go get you another one. I know we still have Sincere McCormick. I know we still have Britton Brown on the roster. I know we re-signed Amir Abdullah to a 1-year deal. He'll be more of a special teams guy, and sometimes you'll see him on third downs. You know what I mean? But go get you a running back. Harry, you can't miss on a running back in this draft. It's a deep class at the running back spot. You have to get you one.
You could get a potential superstar for peanuts in this draft.
And we've been hyping up Zeus, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real with you. And this may be a class where you can get a running back in the third to up. I'm thinking maybe 5th, 6th, where you can get one, and he may lead this team in rushing yards this coming season.
Yeah, I can see that happening, bro. Look, that's one of the easiest transitions from college to the pros is the running back position. The one thing that they have to be is a weak side blocker.
Yeah.
But if they understand the blocking scheme, the running aspect of it is the thing that translates very, very well.
Yeah.
And there's so many guys like Benson. This guy's out there, man.
AP was out there. He actually went and seen him at his pro day. But I'm assuming that they're going to move him to linebacker. We were just talking about the kid the other day. He
looks like freaking Cam Chancellor, bro.
Yeah, he does, bro. He does. But I feel like they're going to move him to linebacker at the next level. I'm talking about James Williams. I believe he's 6'5", like 225, 230, somewhere in that range. He's a dog, and AP was actually talking to him at his pro day.
Bro, can I ask you a question? If the Raiders were at 3 and like Trey Benson is available, running a sub 4.340.
Yeah.
Yo,
if he's there in the third round,
yeah, you
can get the best running back in the draft.
Yo, guys like Trey Benson, if they're available, bro, they can come here and set the league on fire. A lot of times you get these young rookie running backs that come in and lead the league in rushing, not just the team.
But I'm gonna be real. If he's there in the third round and Dallas hasn't gotten a running back yet, I think they get Trey Benson. I don't think Dallas allows him. I know they like the young kid out of Texas as well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think Dallas needs a running back. They need a running back. I don't think Trey Benson ends up in the third round, but if he does, bro, I'm not against that. That's probably the best running back in this year's draft. So I like it. Salute to Ridgeback, man. If Dallas Turner or Latu is there at 13, do you take him? See, man, I don't want to take an edge rusher again in the first round. Ridge, I don't. If they're that high on their boards, I'm not against it. I don't think Dallas Turner ends up at 13 at all. I think he's the first edge rusher off the board. I think he'll go to Atlanta. Or he can go somewhere else in that top 10. I think he goes to Atlanta. Latu is going to be an interesting guy. He'll be an interesting guy.
Hot take. If every quarterback that we feel is draftable is gone, like really like first round grade, right? Because Spencer Rattler is definitely, you can't take him in the first round. You just can't do that. You can't.
Yeah.
So say for instance, everybody's going. Penix is going. Daniels is going. Caleb, Drake May, they're going. JJ McCarthy, they're going. Because I don't like Bo Nix, right? Mm-hmm. I have no problem with taking Latu if he can translate into being a Pro Bowl stud defensive end. I really don't give a shit. Take him.
I mean, you always want to. You never can never have enough edge rushers. I just feel like with Malcolm Kuntz doing what he did last year, you got to give him as many reps as possible. Tyree, he's not going to play a shit ton at defensive tackle. I mean, he will play. He'll get some reps there, but I think that they want him to be that edge rusher of the future, opposite bookend of Max Crosby. I just don't see why we would get another edge rusher at 13 with a clear need at corner, a clear need at quarterback, and potentially a right tackle.
Yo, it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying, like, it depends, man, because Letu, bro, is a guy that I got him like as the fourth. He's like my fourth or fifth best player in the entire draft, bro.
Okay, no, he's a dog out of UCLA, bro. I agree with
that dude is a difference maker. Like, and I've seen teams where they have a log jam at a certain position, go draft somebody special just because they're special. Yeah. Like it's kind of like that year when like Micah Parsons came out. Yeah. Dallas needed an edge rusher, but he was one of those guys that you just like, yo, if he's there, I don't give a fuck. Make it fit.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's funny. Any other team would take them there with if they had our defensive line, they'd be praised. If we take them, they're gonna be like Raider move, a Raider move, Raider move.
Yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't give a damn. And then now you have some pieces that you can move.
Yeah. Salute to Jay Castro. It's funny, Castro. We actually talked to his running backs coach out there in Louisville the other day. If you get a chance to, Castro, go back and watch me and Stu's show the other day. Stu was very close with the running backs coach out there in Louisville. He praised Isaac Garendo. He said he's going to be that guy at the next level.
I like Isaac Garendo too. He's another guy I'm really high on. But you know the thing about Malcolm Kuntz, this is an unpopular opinion. We don't really know what Malcolm Kuntz really is yet. You know what I mean? We don't. And to me, he's not the kind of guy that if I have a guy that I know has like Pro Bowl, Max Crosby level defensive end written all over him, that I'm not going to draft. And even with the kid we took last year, because he has the kind of frame where you could do a lot with that kid.
Yeah,
you can make him into a defensive tackle. You could do a lot with him, bro. You can make him into to Justin Tuck.
Yeah. Well, so the problem is this: you got Kuntz with all that talent surrounding him now. He's never had a problem getting to the quarterback. Wasted ever in Buffalo in college. He just always had a problem setting the edge. You know what I mean? And last year he got better at that. Like he's worked on his game a shit ton. He's in the building right now with Max every day working on his game. I just want to see him get as many reps as possible because, you know, why go outside the box when you may already have someone in the building that you can just continue to build on?
I'm big on that. But when it comes to pass rushers, I think pass rushers, quarterbacks are the two most important positions in football. Yeah. They're game changers. They're guys who get you the football back.
You just got two guys on rookie deals, and Malcolm Kuntz, this is last year. But I'm just saying, you have two edge rushers that you took in the first 3 rounds, one in the first, one in the third. Like I want to see these guys be afforded all the opportunities.
No, and I do too. But if there's a guy like a Letu there, he falls down.
It's tough.
It's hard to pass on a guy that's that good. And I like Malcolm Kuntz. I think he's going to be great. But what I'm saying is, it's not like when I see Malcolm Kuntz, it's not like I have Derek Thomas over there. You know what I mean? It's not like I got Khalil Mack over there. It's not a guy that I'm like, yo, I know for a fact that he is going to be a cornerstone in this franchise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I think Letu he could be a franchise cornerstone, bro.
I agree. Salute to Quad, man. Clinch fist soldiers. Gant is the other corner like Bryant was to Sauce. Green from FSU is sneaky good. I'm starting to hear his name a lot more too. I was getting him in the 6th and 7th round. I don't think he's going to be there available in the 6th or 7th though. Shout out to the 3rd. There you go. Okay, so that's kind of where I have him, Qua, in terms of the mock. Salute to you on the $10 donation. Qua, our dog. I always love that clinched fist soldiers. It's like if we don't hear that one time a show, it feels like the show ain't really complete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Salute to our brother Qua. Salute to Q. Jared, high stakes verse baby, another FSU guy.
Yeah.
Salute to Q. Salute to Ridge as well. I'm assuming if Terrion Arnold is already gone, take a great edge or go Wiggins. Or how about Winyan Mitchell? Ridge back. Winyan Mitchell.
Look. I've done some work on Quinyon, bro. Yo, Quinyon Mitchell's him.
Himothy.
He's him. He is to me. Because Arnold is a guy that's with them Alabama guys. I try not to scout the helmet
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with them Alabama guys, it's like it's a little weird to me with some of them guys, man.
They're not as physical. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those backs are kind of finesse. I think Terrion Arnold is a little physical. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's not physical at all, but like I want a guy like a Devin Witherspoon. You know what I mean? A guy that'll come down and take your fucking head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like I like Arnold, and don't get me wrong, he has some nastiness to his game. That's not Kool-Aid's game by any means. Like Kool-Aid's not.
Kool-Aid is a pass defense kind of guy. He's a guy that's going to bat the ball down. He's not going to pick the ball off all the time. No. Maybe his game changes at the next level.
And we've seen it. We've seen it happen.
But Quinyon is a guy that I think is going to go to the NFL. He's going to be physical. He can tackle. He jams guys, and he has tremendous skills on ball.
Hey, Ryan, man, quit hating on our dog, man. Salute to Garyon Conley, our brother. He actually texted me. Today. I love it, man. Garyon's going to be in Dallas for about 2 months, so I get a chance to kick it with bro and shoot the shit, man. So salute to Garyon. But I know what you mean. And it's funny, Stu had the same gripe with Quinyon Mitchell, saying that, a lot of those picks were off one quarterback. And Ryan, to be real with you, when you watch this tape, a lot of them were gimmies. But at the end of the day, every corner doesn't come up with them. You know what I mean? And
bro, that's not true because
he has to be play after play.
He's playing in his zone, right? And he's putting himself in a position to make the play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's putting himself in space to make that play. How many corners have we had with the Raiders where they get thrown an interception, they drop it all the goddamn time?
Yeah.
How many? How many, bro?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. In fact, salute the Rube. My respect for Wasted skyrocketing for Latu take. Best hands in the draft and has size and athleticism. His pass rush moves are nasty for a rookie. Salute the Rube. Hey, he's good if Rube starts praising somebody other than Helani. Salute the Rube, my guy. Salute to Pace, my dog, Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. Another guy that will help you in the passing game and the run game. I could definitely see Jalen Wright being a Raider. I would love that. Love that. Dog at Tennessee. Monster. Salute to my guy Pace. Let me see. Yeah. And Query. Yeah, Kool-Aid ran a 4.47 on a bum foot. That's Mad Max effort mentality. This is facts. I think he realized, he said, you know what, man, I'm not trying to have my stock drop anymore before next month's draft. And Kool-Aid went out there and he definitely ran with the fracture in his foot. That's big time, man. That's a guy that says, I'm not allowing my this injury to affect what I got going on. I love it, man. If Kool-Aid's there in the second round, let's just say we get our quarterback in the first. I would love to get a Kool-Aid McKinstry in the second round. I would love it. If that ends up being a move, I would love it. Let me see. I just don't want to take him in the first round. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we appreciate you guys. Steam T, yeah. Stud, Jalen Wright, facts. Let me see. Let's get a few more questions in before we get out of here, you guys. Salute to my boy OP. We talked about him the other day as well, OP. Purdue's Tyrone Tracy Jr. in the 6th or 7th. Yep, former wide receiver, converted to running back. This guy, he can give you some reps as a running back and on the outside. I like Tyrone Tracy.
He's not going to last that long, bro.
Why?
Down to the 7th round, I think.
I thought you meant he wasn't going to have like a long career.
Yeah, no. See, look at you getting testy.
Hey man, you know what I mean? I got to combat feistiness with feistiness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Testy's 1, 2, 3.
But you know what? I think he's going to be there. I think he'll be there in the 6th round, bro. I do, and I wouldn't be mad at taking him. He ran the ball effectively at Purdue. You know what I mean? And once again, another guy that can give you another look out of the backfield in the passing game. So, look, I'm all for it. Salute to OP. Salute to Raider AO. My guy, love y'all, man. Wanted to know what y'all think about us signing free agents from teams that AP got a close look at in his 9 games as a head coach. Also, light the beam, baby. Light the beam. So, let's mention a few teams. Okay, we got the Chargers. We whooped on them. But Tom Telesco, he has that under control. He already knows what's over there. Who else did we beat? The Chiefs, right? There's no one else out there. Snead is the only guy available, and they're not going to trade him to us. And we're probably not going to try and send a 2nd-round pick and pay him $20 million a season. I think he ends up going to the Titans or the Colts, some other cornerback needy team. Who else we got?
The Giants, the Jets.
Yeah, Giants, Jets. I mean, Dory Jackson, we already talked about him, AO.
Signed somebody from Miami already.
Yeah, we did.
Bro, like we signed somebody from the Colts already.
The Dolphins were looking at Xavier Worthy, bro. That is funny. They're looking at the speedster with all that speed they already have with Jaden Waddle in Tyreek, they're looking at Xavier Worthy. That's crazy. Could you imagine him in that system?
No,
and they also a report just came out also that they're looking at Odell Beckham. They're interested in bringing.
They can do all of that. They better make sure that they have a home playoff game. Yeah, all of that speed got frozen.
Yeah, facts. But Ayo, I mean, there's not too many free agents from those teams that we beat that we're taking a look at. Adoree Jackson's the name to keep an eye on. We talked about Darnay Holmes, which he just signed another deal with the Giants, 1-year deal. Austin Eckler, apparently we looked at him, but it was a little too rich for our blood. He went to the Commanders and signed a 2-year deal. So I don't think there's really truly that many talented free agents from those teams that we whooped on last year that we're taking a look at. Let me see. Salute the trip. Also, do Raiders consider? No, not at all. You do not go get a wide receiver at all at 13. And to be real with you, Rome is going to probably be off the board by 13. Now, Brian Thomas, on the other hand, that's another guy you can keep an eye on that may end up being a Kansas City Chief. You know what I mean? Like this, he's a first-round talent out of LSU. I can see Brian Thomas going somewhere in those early 20s. I don't think he falls out of the first round at all, though. But no.
You know what's funny, man? Everybody keeps talking about Jordan Travis, bro. And
I know, bro. I'm seeing more and more of it.
Look, I like Jordan Travis, bro, but the dude is coming off of a catastrophic leg injury. It's a lower extremity injury, and I don't think he's going to be ready to play this year. I'm not taking Jordan Travis before the 6th freaking round. And I would have had to already had drafted a quarterback.
Yeah. That's one of the moves where you Anthony Brown them.
Yeah.
Put him on a practice squad.
Yeah,
just see what you got with them. But yeah, I'm not taking a flyer on him to be our guy of the future. Like early on, there's no way. If he's available in those later rounds, like Wasted said, if we already found our quarterback, I'm cool with bringing him on. Why not?
The Kirk Cousins RG3 thing,
Yeah, why not? Salute to Ryan. Graphk, do you think? Well, no, I don't think that Fluker is going to start for us at all. I think at this point in his career, yes, he's in great shape. He's dealt with injury after injury after injury. I believe, didn't Tom Telesco draft him?
Yeah.
The Chargers?
First round.
Yeah, there's a connection there.
But the thing about it is this is a guy who's been out of the National Football League. See, you guys can't look at the Instagram reels and look at him, building his body up and think that's going to translate to him playing well on the field.
Yeah.
The guy hasn't played. So there's going to be a huge leap for him to even make the roster.
Yeah. I agree. He's still technically on the roster though, Rangel. And that's always a great move to have, someone like that as a rotational piece that can give you some depth at the guard position, and he can move across the whole line. You know what I mean? So, but I don't think we see too much of Fluker this year, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. He may not even make the roster.
He might not. It depends. It depends on what we do in the draft, and if we make any more moves, because it doesn't really, like, bro. I think the Raiders are gonna get active after the draft, and they're gonna fine tune everything after the draft and post June 1st cuts, stuff like that. I think the Raiders are gonna bargain basement shop and be smart and fill the rest of the roster. The thing I worry about with Tom Telesco is he's always had a problem with the middle of the roster.
Yeah,
he's had
big games, and then the depth. Like the Chargers have lacked depth for a long time.
Yeah, he's very he's very top heavy with the way he does. As far as evaluation of talent and stuff like that. And I think a lot of that goes to the way that the Chargers ownership, because they're the ones who handle the contracts. It has to do with that.
Definitely.
All those big name guys are getting paid, and you can't pay anybody else.
But he's also entered a situation where we already have a ton of depth. You know what I'm saying? We have a ton of depth. You look at that safety position. There's a ton of guys that can rotate in and out. We still have to clean up, our corner room a little bit. Linebacker, we're going to add 1 or 2, but I think we have some depth there. The D line is fucking insane. We need to add to the O line, but I think we have depth at receiver. You know what I mean? Like at tight end, we have a few. What do we have now? 3-4 guys technically on the roster at this point. Yeah. Like this is a good situation for him to come into.
Receiver though, like we're top heavy at receiver.
Yeah, but
starters, you got the kid, and then that's it. And then when you talk about DJ Turner, he's primarily a special teamer.
Yeah, no, I agree. But you can still find packages to utilize him in the offense. But we're going to still get another receiver. That's going to be one. I'm telling you, I said this a few weeks ago. Like we may look at one in free agency. Like I don't think that Mike Williams shit was smoke, bro. I think that he wanted to do his due diligence, and then don't get me wrong, the guy got a 1-year deal, $15 million with the Jets. We weren't going to pay that. But I think that we're not done at the receiver position. I don't, bro. Like this can be another scenario where Tommy goes into this draft and says, we got Trey Tucker last year's 3rd round. Let's get another one in the 3rd.
Yeah, Mike Williams I just didn't want him to go to the Queefs, but I don't want to bring in a guy who drops passes like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's available at this point? There's not a shit ton of talent at the wide receiver position in free agency. You know what I mean? So I would rather just thug it out until the draft. I see Cap says go get DJ Chark. Chark has dealt with injuries a lot. Cap, I know he's still fairly young. And I'll be real, man, but the way he did our boy Paul, man, I don't want nothing to do with
bro. Yo, the name is bigger than the game.
Yeah, man. You know, we biased, man. You know what I mean? The way he did our brother Paul, we don't want nothing to do with Chark. But he has some speed. And to be real with you, man, he could definitely be, he can make some noise with us potentially. But Ayuk's not going to happen, Clint.
It's not. You guys got to look at how much of the salary cap is slotted for that positional group. Yeah. So whoever you bring in has to be a certain price, and they have to fit a certain role, right? So if you're going to bring a guy in, okay, the next guy you bring in, does he return kicks? Yeah. Is he a special team, or does he have dual use? And how much money is that positional slot? How much money are you allocating to a wide receiver for?
Yeah.
That's the problem. So bringing in a DJ Chark, it sounds good in theory, but this is a guy who's primarily started, got big free agent money. You're not going to be able to bring him in with Devontae Adams, with Jacoby Meyer, and then with Tucker.
Mr. 1 year deal, bro. It's Mr. 1 year deal.
Yeah.
1 year deal.
Yeah, and that deal will probably be north of $10 million. So you're not going to do that.
Salute, man, to Ridgeback. If we get Zach Zinter at pick 148, I'm calling this draft a success. I would love it, man. I think he's going to be potentially – I already had him as my favorite guard, but because of the injuries, I have Christian Haynes and other guys, pinned in as those top 3 guards. But when healthy, Zach Zinter out of Michigan probably is the best guard in this draft. And I would love to be able to bring him in. And if you got a red shirt him, Ridge this year, I'm all cool with that. We definitely have taken Zach Zinter in a lot of mock drafts over here. We love the idea of bringing in Zinter. Salute to my guy.
I love Zinter too, man.
Yeah, definitely. And Oakland Raider, we've been talking about Kyrie over here a lot. That's one of my favorite players in this draft. The 6'3" corner out of Oregon, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's that archetype that you love. That 6'3", that's something you can't teach. Like that range is something you can't teach. And if the game can progress, like that's the one thing about Tariq Woolen, man. He is physically able to match up with physically dominant receivers. The CeeDee Lambs of the world, the Devontae Adams of the world. Even though Devontae's not an imposing guy, but there's a lot of imposing young, like the Deebo Samuels of the world. Mm-hmm. It's cool having those big corners, man.
Yeah. I'm not against McMillan, Q. I just think that if he's available in the later rounds, I would get him out of Washington. He was, he played second fiddle to Rome, but he's a guy that has had over 1,000 yards one time in his collegiate career. You know what I mean? And I'm not against bringing him in, but I see people reaching for him in the 3rd round. And like, if McMillan's available in that 4th or 5th round, I'd take a look at him. But I see a lot of people tying him to the Raiders because of the Michael Penix Jr. connection. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think people are lazy. People are mentally lazy.
Yeah, and I think he only had like 400, 500 yards this past season. I think he had like 5 tutties, something like that. Don't quote me on that. But the last time I took a look at him in his tape and checked some of his stats, he didn't have a great year by any means. But the year prior, he had over 1,000 yards receiving. So I mean that may be a sneaky option. But Brendan Rice, Q, he'll be probably available there in the 4th round. Taj Washington out of USC, another guy that'll probably be available in those later rounds. You know what I'm saying? That there's a shit ton of talent at the receiver position that you can actually look at in the later rounds. You don't have to go get in the first 3. So let me see. I love Graham Barton, street professor, one of the best guards in this draft out of Duke. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's a tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
well,
they gotta move him to guard in the National Football League. So hey man.
Let me see. I rock with Brendan Rice. Yeah, he's nice. And the thing was, he didn't get a shit ton of rest because of all the talent they had at the receiver position. They spread the football around out there at USC. I think he could be a dog for us moving forward. That's another name I've been seeing East Coast, Isaiah Williams from Illinois. I think I just seen you post something on Twitter also. He is a mesh between Zay Flowers and Josh Downs. Remember Josh Downs coming out of North Carolina? We thought he was like, well, I can't say thought. He's still going to be one of the ones. He's just young.
Yo, hey, Graphk, do me a favor. Put up that comment from Psycho Seth.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Look, bro, this is the difference between Penix, and Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis just broke his leg a couple of days before Thanksgiving. It is now March, right? So it's December. So November, and that's the end of November. December,
Yikes.
January, February, March. He'll get drafted in April. So 6 months after his injury, we'd be taking him, right? And he's probably not going to play much next year. Now he's working out, but he had a really bad leg injury. Now the difference between him and Penix is Penix was injured 2 years ago. He's been healthy ever since. Yeah. So this is a guy who had an injury past, who's overcome it, and taking a guy like Jordan Travis means that he's going to have to overcome it while he has silver and black on. Yeah, that's two totally different scenarios. Michael Penix Jr. played in a national championship game. Jordan Travis' leg was broke and was suspended over his head during the national championship game. So that's the reason why. It's not just one injury; it's when it happened.
Hey, Ridge, I don't think that Frank Krung and Kingsley go undrafted, but if they do, I would love to look at those guys as UDFAs. You're talking about the center out of Florida, right? That'd be phenomenal to bring him in and back up Andre James and potentially build him up to be the guy of the future. And Frank Crum, out of Wyoming, would be a great option for us to develop over at right tackle.
And Roy said Penix played hurt in the championship game. There's a difference between her being hurt and injured.
Yeah. He was hurt. He was beat up.
Everybody's hurt. Everybody's like hurt. You know what I mean? Especially that late in the season. But he wasn't injured. He was able to throw the football and he was able to play. Yeah. So there's two totally different things, guys.
Trilla, Jackson Powers will be gone in the first round. So that's not even an option for us at the center. And we just paid Andre James a shit ton of money. So you don't need to look at Jackson Powers. Salute to Cap, man. Arizona GM says he's open to trade offers for number 4 pick. If this is true, Cap, which I believe you, brother, that is an interesting thing right there because we still don't know what the Commanders and what New England are doing there at 2 and 3. You know what I mean? So that'd be interesting, man. You know what I mean? Man, if Jaden Daniels falls out the top 3 and Arizona's there at 4, I'm making the call. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's more pliable to do something like that. Plausible. I mean, not pliable, but plausible to make a move up to 4. See, like the thing about it is when we talk about the Jaden Daniels trope, it's getting into 3 is really, really hard. But getting up to 4, that happens every draft.
But Minnesota has 2 firsts. They can get up there and easy peasy and take JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, but the thing is that then Jaden Daniels still available, so that's even better for us.
Yep,
he falls even lower. Now you can deal with the Giants.
Yeah,
you can deal with Tennessee. Like it works out better for us because you got some teams who are really in a situation where, like the Giants might want to take a flyer on a quarterback, but they kind of can't. They can't. That's the reason why they didn't bring Russell Wilson in.
Yeah,
they want to have a Band-Aid just in case the season careens off the cliff with Daniel Jones, but they almost have to give Daniel Jones his just due with freaking letting him come in and be the starter and seeing if he can live up to the contract and the draft status.
Yeah,
there's too many people jobs on the line for that. So the Giants is a place where you can go.
And they signed Drew Lock too, right?
Yeah. So it's like maybe they can go and they can get some ammunition just in case Daniel Jones is a bum. And they can move up and get a quarterback.
Yeah, facts. Salute, man, to Joey M. Appreciate you on becoming a member, family. We appreciate you so much, man. If you guys can, or if you want to, hit the link is pinned up top to become a member. Also, Wasted's membership link is in the chat also, you guys. So hit that, become a member, man. We definitely appreciate it. Salute to Box State Raider, man. Love your show. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here with us, man. You know what, you guys? It's almost we're over an hour and a half. You guys want to do a mock draft? I want Wasted to do one, and then I want to do one. Is that cool, Waste? You got a little time? We can run through it.
Yeah, let's run through it. I got like another.
Oh, yeah. You have an appointment.
Well, not even that. I got something I got to do for work too.
Okay. So let me hurry up. Let's get this rocking. Salute to everybody watching, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. We'll just keep it easy then. I wanted to go the other one to use the NFL Draft Buzz one.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit more time, so I'm not going to do that. We'll just do PFF, or Pro Football Network. And you can, if you want, you can decide on trading. You can do whatever you want. All right, let me get rid of some of these windows. All right, we'll go Raiders. We'll enter the draft. Boom. Let's present. So, Mr. Wasted Talent, sir. You are up. You are on the board. Trades if you want. Doesn't matter. This is actually looks like an interesting trade because you could pick up a second by moving back to 20 here with Pittsburgh. The best players available on the board. Latu is there, your guy. Terrion Arnold's available. Fuaga's there. Jared Verse, Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, J.C. Latham's still there.
You know what? I'm gonna trade down. Except.
Okay, hold on. Matter of fact, let me look at these trade offers real quick because there's other ones. Boom. You can go 29, 61, and 73.
It's too many picks. I don't want to be on them.
Okay. So you want to accept this one?
Yeah, accept it. Why not?
And this is a realistic trade right here because think about this. Pittsburgh needs a receiver.
Yeah.
They can go up right now and take one right here. And I'm hearing a lot of Brandon Ayuk talk with the Pittsburgh Steelers also. He was kind of flirting with the idea with Mike Tomlin saying they look alike on Twitter. That's something to keep an eye on. We'll accept that. All right, so boom. We're not going to do any more trades. We'll reject these, which, oh my God, that looks beautiful, though, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, so Latu's still available.
Latu's still there. What quarterback's available?
Damn, Byron Murphy's still on the board.
Bo Nix
and Michael Penix
on the board.
Yeah. You get your quarterback right here.
You know what? The way this thing's stupid, right? So what I'm going to take Latu.
Oh, okay. You're just hoping that the guy falls to the second? He's there. He is there.
Reject.
He is there.
Michael Penix Jr. Like your life depended on it.
Nice. And you're right back on the board. Now, this is where it gets interesting because our favorite guard right here, we keep
Cooper Beebe is here. Zach Frazier. You can
get your starting corner right there as well. Patrick Paul.
What corners we got?
You go to defense. Go to corner. Ray Straw is the best one available. Ronaldo.
Go back to Cooper Beebe.
I like that. That's
Cooper Beebe's a starting guard. We got to protect Michael Penix Jr. We got to protect our investment.
All right, boom. Peyton Wilson is right there too.
Reject Peyton Wilson like your life depended on it.
Over Jonathan Brooks, over anybody else. I like that. Okay.
Van Pran's right there too, but
we technically don't need a center.
Yeah. Go ahead, Peyton Wilson.
I like that. Wasted he might cook my mock draft. The way this is playing out right now. Oh my God. And look who's available right there at running back right now.
Bucky Irvin is available.
Audric is available too, but I think our guy will still be there in the next round.
Yeah. All right. So look,
Kyrie's there. We haven't got our corner yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. Let me see. Go to corner.
Right. Look, both of our guys back to back. And Cam Hart. Woo.
Let me get Kyrie Jackson, bro. I'm not playing around. Kyrie Jackson.
Okay. Boom. All right. This is nice, quick. And there's another great guard right there, Mason McCormick, out of South Dakota State. Another dog for what position you want to look at? So what do we have right now?
Go to running back.
We haven't gotten a running back. Okay. So Isaac
and Renfro, take him.
Okay, and I like Isaiah Davis a lot also, but I like that move.
Renfro, that's my guy. He's powerful. Zach Zinter still there?
Zinter went off the fucking board. Don't worry, I got him next.
I didn't know Zinter was still there, man.
Yeah, I know he's always hidden in these mock drafts.
Fuck, I didn't know he was there, man. How many more picks I got?
You got, I believe, 2.
I got 2 more picks. Take Joe Milton.
Oh, you gonna double up at quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do here? You can use a tight end. You can use a receiver. Barner's there.
Go to offensive line. See what we got left.
You want to tackle? We already got guards. Frank Crum.
There we go.
And you got one more pick. So you want to look at? Let's go to all.
Yo, go to guards. Let me see what we got. We got Omar Spates is there. I wonder if he's related to Mo Buckets.
Bro, he's a dog, bro. That dude is like a genetic freak and shit. Oh, Dejon Edwards is there too. Another running back out of Georgia.
Nah. Give me Spates. Give me Spates, bro.
You said you want to take who?
Spates.
Oh, yep. Boom. So you doubled up at linebacker.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Okay. I like that. I think this is a phenomenal fucking draft. All right, so salute to everybody in the chat. Latu, Michael Penix Jr., Cooper Beebe, Peyton Wilson, Kyrie Jackson, Isaac, Joe Milton. That's the only one I didn't agree with. Frank Crum, Omar Spates.
Yeah, you hate Joe Milton. I don't care. I like Joe Milton. Joe Milton is a beast, yo.
I love that draft. You guys, real quick, before we move on to mine, because I know Wasted got to get out of here, rate that draft. A through F. See an A right there. Phelan says boo. Franklin Skinner says A minus. Okay. Rate that while I hit the restart real quick. I see a lot of A's, man. Wasted did it. He did his Dougie. See a B right there. Okay, cool. Let's restart this thing. Boom. Fast. All right. Into the draft. All right. Ooh. See, I always hate those fucking 2025s because you can't do nothing with them right now.
Fuck that.
But Bowers is on the board too, huh? Okay. Ooh. So you basically take 2 second-round picks here, and you get 142. Can you see us trading out of the first? Ooh, this is the one. But we got to give up 77 also.
Yeah, nah. Brock Bowers.
I would take this. Move back, get you a second. Damn, I want to take Quinyon Mitchell right there, though.
Did they cook me for the Milton? Hey, man, listen. Take 2 quarterbacks. Develop them both. See what you got.
All right, let me do this real quick. I'm going to counter. I don't want that. Should give me your 4th right here. I want that. Oh, motherfucker. All right, so let me counter this real quick. I just want an extra pick in this year's draft. Give me this shit. Let me see. Damn, they're not trying to move at all. All right,
no motion, bro.
Shit. You know what, man? I damn near really want to just take it though, because I like that second.
Yeah, 24 and that second round pick. You're right there, man.
Fuck it.
Graphk getting greedy.
I like it. Okay, reject, and my guy is there, bro. Like, to be real, I have no problem. Look, Johnny Newton is there. He's dropping a lot right now, you guys, because of the injury. I may take a defensive tackle right here. Move back because I can still
look at that strength with his strength, right?
Bro, could you imagine adding him to that defensive tackle? I mean, to that defensive line, bro.
They said my Al Davis pick. You damn right. I was tipping my hat to Al with that Joe Milton pick. Damn it.
Punky's still there. TJ is there.
There's always gonna be some Al when I pick. There's always gonna be one guy that Al would have picked that I'll pick, man. I don't give a damn, yo.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna add more firepower to that defensive line. I could take Penix right here.
Chop Robinson's a beast too.
Oh, he's a dog. Fuck it. It is what it is. I'm drafting again right here. Yes. Okay, let me reject that. Penix is there. Penix. I don't want to do the same draft as you though, man.
Yeah, just low, bro. Take.
Hey, you know what? You know another guy that it doesn't fit a need, but Tyler Nubin is going to be one of the next safeties of the future out of Minnesota.
You think so,
bro? He is going to be a top 5 safety in the NFL. Mark my words, bro. Remember this talk right now, you guys. He is going to be a top 5 safety.
I'm not really. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really.
Yeah, he is a dog.
I'm familiar with him. I'm not really big on dude. I don't know if he's gonna be top. I think he's gonna be a good player. I don't know if he's gonna be a top 5 guy though, man. That's a big. Because like, bro, you got to look at it like.
I'm not gonna play around. I'm taking Penix, and that is what it is.
Yeah, because it's gonna be different.
Okay, reject this. Now this is the thing. This is where it gets tricky because I could take Trey Benson right here and get pretty much the best running back in the draft. I need a corner. Ray Straw's there. But I like Nubin, bro. Like, this dude, dog, he's a dog, bro. Like, I know I wouldn't want to take a safety this early, but I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, he's going to be that guy, bro. We got Epsy on one more year on his deal, right? Merrick's a free agent after this upcoming season as well. I know a running back will be an easy call. You just take Trey Benson here and you got your guy. But I think they really believe in Zeus. I'm gonna take the best player available here. I could take Darius Robinson too, another edge that can kick inside as well. But I'm going to take Tyler Nubin here, bro. It is what it is. I'm taking the safety. Reject.
Bro, so you talking about him like he's Kyle Hamilton or something.
Bro, he may be that next type guy.
Kyle Hamilton? Graphk.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Remember Nubin. Remember that name. Remember.
He's not. No, bro, he's nice. But
How
you
is Braden
took
Fisk still on the
Kyle
board?
Hamilton, bro.
How is Braden Fisk still here? I'm not gonna lose my shit because I already took Newton. So I'm not gonna take Fisk. I mean, that'd be just overkill at this point. But I may take Jonathan Brooks right here. Oh, Braylon Allen is there though, man. That is my guy. Blake Corum's still available. What do we have? What have I taken?
Ryder Jr.
What have I taken thus far? Do you know?
No.
Okay, my picks. Okay, I got a DT, a quarterback, and a safety. So I need a corner, potentially a guard or a tackle. I can take a running back later. Oh, man, shit. I like Braylon a lot though, bro. But I'm gonna be real. If Blake Corum is available here, bro, I may have to take my running back. You know what? I'll take Renardo Green. Give me a corner. Right there.
Still available and damn.
I could take Blake Fisher right here. We can always use another tackle. I'm gonna take Corum. Why not? One of the better running backs in this draft.
You are fired, bro. How the hell you don't take Jeremiah Trotter Jr. with the need that we got, the gaping need we have at linebacker, bro?
Back-to-back Michigan guys, buddy. Because I believe in the linebackers that we have.
Fired.
And there's a few other guys in the later rounds that are still going to be available. All right, let me see. Since you want to cry about,
I'm not crying. I don't give a shit who you take. I like my draft.
I like
I'm right. I'm just saying you need a linebacker, bro.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Bomb.
Do I? I mean, realistically, really, like, do I? I got Spites right there. I can go take him right now and not even worry about it. But I'm going to look at – I like that the young guard out of Utah too, but I'm going to go ahead. There's really no receivers right here. Jordan Whittington. I may take a flyer on a receiver here. Shit. Let me see. My bad. I know you got to get out of here, bro. Let me try and see what we got. So is Crum still here? See,
Graphk, I'm going to tell you something, man. This draft is making me feel like you're a brother from my own heart, man. I'll tell you, Graphk, I think you're cooking wasted, man.
Hey, man, if you
Johnny
think that,
Newton, Michael Penix, Tyler Nubin, man, Zach Zinter, Blake Corum, man.
I may take Barner here, but I'm going to go ahead and get my.
Let me tell you something, man. You didn't draft a linebacker until late, man. That's something that I would do, man. Listen, I don't like linebackers. I don't like edge rushers, man.
And Barner, boom.
That's right, man. Come on, man.
Bro, I've literally gotten a player for each need that we have.
Let me ask you a question, Graphk. Hey, man, have you gotten a quarterback besides Michael Penix Jr., man? Have you considered? Just think about it, man.
Just paid Minshew a shit ton of money. You have Aiden O'Connell on a rookie deal.
Yeah, man. But let me tell you something, man. Nathan Peterman, there's a guy that's similar to him in this draft, man. Have you ever thought about it, man?
No, I have not, Gru.
I'm just asking you, man. It's Nathan Peterman.
I mean, bro, man. How did I not hit? I got probably the best defensive tackle in the draft in Johnny Newton out of Illinois. Michael Penix, we already know. Bro, Tyler Nubin, the best safety in this draft. Renardo Green, a sneaky corner out of Florida State. Blake Corum, one of the best running backs in this draft. Zinter, a guy you can redshirt for a year and end up being an all-pro guard. Then I got Omar Spites, I think he's 6'2", 6'3" at the linebacker position. He played on a really bad defense this year. Frank Crum at tackle out of Wyoming. I got AJ Barner.
Graphk, I think that you should be the general manager of Smart Tech. Never a football team, man. Fired. Terrible, man. I'm be honest with you, man. You should be managing the Dairy Queen.
Hey, and I got a future fourth. Mr. Hey, Gru, tell wasted talent. He didn't get anything future. I got a pick next year.
Hey, man, you know what? We're gonna talk about.
You took Joe Milton.
No, listen, man. I don't give a damn about getting a future pick in a fictitious draft, man. What the F is wrong with you, man?
Yo, I wanted to do something different, you guys. I wasn't gonna do the same shit Wasted did. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. We analyze these players damn near the same. I had to do something different. That's why I took Tyler Nubin that early. I took, Renardo Green where I took him. But at the end of the day, I wanted to do something different. So, I mean, realistically, bro.
You know, I wanted to do something different too, man. Graphk, do me a favor, man. Give me the scout report on all the guys you pick for the Seaman.
Shit. Yo, he's stupid, bro. He said Reggie McKenzie, Graphk. I mean, Reggie, man, he went and got Khalil Mack and Derek Carr and Coop and all those guys. Come on, man. Come on. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. We appreciate you guys, as always, having some fun with the best chat in the world. I just got a text from my brother Stu. We will be doing a Graphk and Stu show in the next day or so. We have, oh my God. Wait, I told you the story, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw something out there because I was told I can do it. Okay. Real quick, before we get out of here. When you think of when you think of Tom Cable, right? When you think of Tom Cable, what's a name that is tied to Tom Cable, you guys? I'm asking the chat. I want to ask the chat. When you think of Tom Cable, what do you think about? Let's just say he took a trip to Jamaica. Okay, let's just say he took a trip to Jamaica.
Yeah, it's it right. Cause just because I gotta go, I'm putting it in the chat. Wait, hold on. He's the guy who caught Tom Cable's fist with his face. Yeah.
We talked to Randy, salute to Stu, and we have some great stories to tell. And I'm telling y'all now, y'all do not want to miss this shit at all. It is going to get dark. It is going to get scary, and it's going to be fucking absolutely hilarious. And it's definitely going to be leather. So stay tuned for that. And Wasted, bro, we got to do this, but we got to have you on screen.
Okay.
You got to be here for this, bro. Like this is going to be fun because I'm telling you now, he's like us. He absolutely doesn't give a fuck. Randy is out there in the Philippines, living life on the water, just drinking and having a ball. And we're about to have some fun. We're about to have some fun. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Our brother Wasted has a dick appointment right now. He has to get off this screen.
Whoa.
You have one. What do you mean?
Easy, bro. I don't have it.
Yes, you do. You have to serve
I have an
some.
appointment to give it out.
I'm
I'm not trying to receive it.
Oh my God!
No, man, yo, in the show, this guy is
flying out the gutter, man.
Terrible. What the F is wrong with you, Graphk? He put smut on my name. In the show.
Come on, man.
Look at that.
Who the fuck are you, fam?
No, this is terrible right now.
All right, we out, man. We out. Salute to everybody in the building. Love y'all. We outro. Peace.
That's what I'm talking about.